What is going on, guys? It's Hector here with Vapin Lizards, and today we have another review on a device. And this device, I try to look for it in YouTube. There's no reviews on it, so I'll be the first one doing a review as of today. And today we have here the Kesa TC Box Mod by Unique Vapors Innovation. So we're gonna do as always. We're gonna unpackage. We're gonna see the talk about the specs, see how it's boxed up, how it looks. Vape it. I actually have their tank that I'll be reviewing soon. It's the Reborn. I'll be doing a review on it soon. So we're gonna be using it now, and we're gonna vape it and talk about it and wrap it up. So let's go down to the close-ups, open it up, unpackage it, and see what she has. So as you can see, guys, this is the box right here, unopened, unused. Always with the cool box design. Very nice and solid. On the top right there is going to tell you the color of the box mod. On the back is going to tell you what it's going to bring. That's their logo, their product, their websites, contact, 18 plus as always. So let's unpack it and see what she has. Here it is again. So you open the box like so. Nice little box. Let's put that to the side. Little manual right here, how to use everything, precautions, warnings, specs, a few specs, how to use the temperature control, how to use the Mech mod mode, everything. Enjoy vaping, enjoy life. That's pretty nice. Nice little pamphlet. It was a little nice, nifty little gray and black pattern. Looks really cool. Let's put that to the side as well. And here she is. This is the black one, and there's actually a silver one and a black one. I have a black one in my hands, and as you can see, very nice and clean. No scratches, no nothing. You got their logo right there. You got some 5 threading right there. The 510 adjustable. Actually, it's an adjustable floating. That's really nice. The front, you got the fire button, you got the wattage up, wattage down, display screen, bottom for a single 18650 right there. It's not really a thumb screw, so you gotta use something else to take it apart. Single 18650. Nice and clean design, by the way. Feels really good in the hand. But let's get a little battery in here and see how the display screen looks and specs and such. Alright, so here's the screen. Let me actually put the tank on it so we can go through the menus. Here's the screen, guys. Obviously right there. I'm gonna try to keep it a little far so you can see the stuff. You got your ohms on the top left, then you go you got your wattage, and then it says on temp control. So to change in between, you press hold down both wattage up, wattage down. Goes to Mech mod mode, meaning that you can use it like a regular Mech mod as in an unregulated device. So if you're using cant, I believe you can go down to 0.1 or 0.08 on this. So it's pretty cool. It's a regulated device, but you can also do a Mech mod mode. And you go to wattage mode. It goes down in increments of 0.1, and if you hold it down, it goes pretty decently fast, so not bad. Hold it down again, you're in temp control mode. It goes all the way to 600. Oh, it's 572, and then it goes down to Celsius from 100 to 300, I believe. Yep, and then it goes to Fahrenheit. So very cool, very cool. If you're on temp control mode and you happen to want to change the wattage, because that's kind of like the jewels of on this box, you hold down the power and the wattage up, and it's going to start blinking on the wattage, and you can adjust from there back and forth. See, 62.5, 63.5, and it just goes up in increments of 0.1, so you don't have to go through the whole process of hitting this, going through Mech mode and going to wattage again. So that's a really good useful setup, so you don't have to be going back if you want to put your wattage down for less power. I forgot to mention on the stuff that it brings, I forgot to show you guys the cord for USB cord. The device, it is a pass-through, so you can actually vape it while you're charging it if you wanted to. But let's get down to the specs and actual specs of everything in this box. So as you saw, guys, this box does go all the way to 80 watts. So that's, I mean, that's pretty much where you should need it. You really, if you're using a regulated device, you shouldn't be over 80 watts. I personally think that, so that's cool. This device has a 2W2 SI chip, and it fires at a minimum of, it reads down to 0.1. So you know, that's pretty good. I mean, anything under 0.1 I think is unnecessary. The output power, it's like I said, up to 80 watts, but it goes down from 5 to 80. Obviously the resistance, like I said, is 0.1. It's temperature control, as I mentioned earlier. Like I said, it's passed through as well. The resistance for in wattage mode, like I said, it goes to 0.1, but it goes all the way up to 3.0. On temperature control mode, it goes from 0.05 to 1.0. The battery charge is a 5 volt, 100 mAh micro USB port. That's what this is right here, right there. Protection function, so if it's too low, I'll let you know, and such. In the low voltage protection is 3.0 volts, and overtime protection, it's 10S. The for the temperature, obviously after 0.05 lower is gonna tell you, no, I don't want this coil, take it off. Just to be protected, you know, because you can't, it's unsafe after 0.05 for temp. The main board overheat protection, it's 70 Celsius. The output voltage on this device is from 1 to 8 volts, and the output current is 25A, which is amps. And as always, I forgot to mention at the beginning, this device is 83 by 48, and in thickness is 32. And yes, that was in millimeters for the sizes, 83, 48, and 32. Forgot to get in the mood and use my Christmas hat, but I got it now. Anyway, let's vape it for a little bit. I'm a type of person that likes warmer vapes, and with this, the coil head that it brings 2 coil heads, one for regular coil, one for nickel, and the one that it has in here is a 0.2 nickel, and I like to run it anywhere from 470 degrees and 75 watts. I think anything higher than that started tasting kind of funny, so I guess there would be a good spot to be at, but let's see. Obviously, I'm not going to talk about the tank and the flavor. I'm going to talk about how it performs. It hits decent. It could hit a little bit harder without having to go higher on temperature, because I guess the temperature, how different coils work different ways, and I guess the temperature, it's a little too high for these coils. So, but the box itself is easy to use. I mean, nice and easy, clicky button. I mean, just press. Well, I shut it off. That's not gonna help. Nice and easy, nice, smooth. I mean, I love the fact that you can do wattage, temperature, and you can do Mech mod mode. What it has here, I think that's great, because it gives it's literally a box that you can use for everything. It's, you know, you don't have to go out your way and get a unregulated device and get a box with temperature, so you can have both. With this, you can use both, because it will allow you to build on to 0.1. If you are building lower than 0.1, then you're obviously in the unsafe area, and it's not good. So I think it's perfect. What it has, the options that it gives you are perfect, and I think it's a great box overall, and I'm happy that I'm the first one to have it and do a review on it, so I'm excited about that. Thank you, UVI, for this. But let's give it one more vape. That was more like three, but a great box. I really don't have much anything bad to say about it. It's a great box, performs well. I put different tanks on top of here. I put the Arctic with a nickel core, and I put the Aspire V1, like the first Aspire. They all work great. So it's not just with this tank, because it's their tank also. Any tank works on it great. So I'm very actually satisfied with how this box performs. Pros and cons time. Let's talk about the cons first. Always the unhappy stuff first. The only con that is not really a con, like it could be a con, it's just subjective. I much rather have it be how it is, but also for the temperature have jewels, so you can play with the jewels and do that for the temp, and just have the wattage for regular cantha and other nichrome and all that regular wire. So I would love to see if they can include in here, like eventually in the near future, or if they decide to do it, have jewels for the temperature control. That'd be great to have. Um, I really don't have another comp for it, to be honest. So let's jump to the pros. Pros, it has anything you need. It has every single thing that you need. Smooth threading. I mean, super clean and smooth. I mean, this finish here with the little medallion looking thing with their logo, it's amazing. I mean, they did a great job with the logo, and I have no scratches whatsoever that I can pick out at all. Nice clicky buttons, easy to maneuver through, and easy to use. I mean, it's an advanced setup because it's temperature control, but it's easy to use, a lot easier than any other that I have used before. One more con that is definitely not subjective. It's kind of like it would be great to have. It's setting your ohms when you put your nickel build on it. It will be great to have that, because when you tend to fire nickel, like if you have used any other, like the Security 100 TC, Snow Wolf, or IPVD2, when you fire it, after you set your ohms and you try to set them again, it's at a higher ohm, so it's not reading accurately. So if I'm doing this, and let's say I happen to run out of juice it up again, and pop it back in there again, it's still going to be in the process of cooling down, so it's going to be reading at a higher ohmage than what it's supposed to. So that will be something that will be really good to have, and it should be in this box. That's the only con. I just remembered it, that it's, it's not, it's something that is not there, that is very useful, and it should be there. I believe it should be there, but again, it works fine. I haven't had any issues with it, but it's also a good little extra thing to have there. That was it for this review. And again, I know at the beginning I say the Kesa, it's either Kesa or Keisha. I'm not sure. We were debating, me and our CEO were debating over it. We're not sure, so I'm gonna mention both names. Hopefully nobody gets upset about this. Either the Kesa or the Keisha. If anybody knows the actual name, please drop it in the comments. But that was it for this review, guys. I want to thank Unique Innovation for sending us the box and letting us be the first one to have it, and obviously me be the first one to review it. Was very excited about that. So thank you guys for that. I appreciate it. I want to thank Vapin for having me here and doing this review. And until next time, vape safe.